Hey there, fellow history detectives. What if I told you that two American presidents, separated by exactly 100 years, didn't just share a passion for the Union, they mirrored each other's lives in ways that make your skin crawl. From the ballot box to the bullet, Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy walked paths so uncannily alike, it's as if history hit copy-paste on fate itself. Today, we're peeling back the layers on the 21 mind-blowing coincidences that have haunted scholars, sparked urban legends, and left us all wondering, coincidence, curse, or cosmic echo? Buckle up, because by the end, you'll see American history in a whole new, spine-tingling light. And if stories like this, where the past whispers secrets to the present, keep you up at night in the best way, hit that subscribe button now. Let's step into the shadows. Picture the warm glow of gas lamps in an Illinois town, 1846. Abraham Lincoln, the lanky frontier lawyer with a voice like rolling thunder, steps onto the political stage for the first time. He's elected to Congress that year, a humble Whig from the 7th District, trading courtrooms for the Capitol's marble halls. Fast forward exactly 1 century. No, not metaphorically, but precisely 100 years to 1946. In the smoke of post-war America, John F. Kennedy, the battle-scarred Navy vet with that Boston brogue and unshakable grin, wins his own seat in Congress. Both men, outsiders in their eras, riding waves of change. Lincoln against the tide of slavery's expansion. Kennedy navigating the Cold War's chill. Coincidence number 1, elected to the House 1846 and 1946. But wait, there's more. Rhetorical pause. Ever wonder why numbers like these stick in our craw? Because they shouldn't. Yet, here we are. By 1860, Lincoln's rail splitter, wit, and moral fire propel him to the presidency, edging out rivals in a fractured nation on the brink of war. The date, November 6, 1860. Now picture the autumn leaves swirling in Hyannisport, Massachusetts, November 8, 1960. JFK, the golden boy of Camelot, clinches the White House in one of the closest elections ever. His youth and vigor a beacon amid nuclear fears. Coincidence 2, presidents elected 1860 and 1960, exactly 100 years apart, as if the calendar itself conspired. But it's not just dates, it's the essence. Both surnames, Lincoln, Kennedy, boast precisely 7 letters, a tidy symmetry in a world of haphazard names. Coincidence 3, trivial, maybe. But stack it against the rest, and it starts to hum like an old telegraph wire. Then there's the fire in their bellies, civil rights. Lincoln, forged in the abolitionist crucible, pens the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, freeing millions and igniting the soul of a divided land. Eyewitnesses like Frederick Douglass recall Lincoln's quiet intensity in the White House, his eyes alight with a vision of equality that could shatter chains. Jump to 1963, Kennedy, facing snarling dogs in Birmingham and burning crosses in Selma, pushes the Civil Rights Act through a reluctant Congress. His televised plea, "We are confronted primarily with a moral issue," echoes Lincoln's own thunder. Coincidence 4, both presidents, voices for the voiceless, who staked their legacies on justice. What if their shared moral compass wasn't luck, but a thread pulled from the same loom? And here's where the heart aches, personal loss. Mary Todd Lincoln, elegant and ethereal in her grief, watches helplessly as their son Willie succumbs to typhoid fever in the White House. In 1862, the mansion, once a symbol of victory, now echoes with whispers. Servants speak of Mary's ghostly presence, clutching Willie's toys like they're her only hope. A year before JFK's fall, Jacqueline Kennedy endures her own shattering blow. Infant Patrick, born too soon, slips away in the summer of '63. Jackie, ever the steel magnolia, holds a private vigil in the White House nursery, the room still scented with baby powder and unspoken sorrow. Coincidence 5. Both First Ladies lose a child under that storied roof, a private agony mirroring the public burdens they bore. These aren't just footnotes. They're the human pulse beneath the power. But as their stars rise, shadows lengthen. Let's lean in. Picture this. It's 1865 in the executive mansion. Spring is blooming outside, but inside, the air is thick with tension. Lincoln's aides, loyal John Nicolay and John Haybuzz, with rumors of plots. But it's a lesser-known messenger, Charles Kennedy, who reportedly urges the president, "Stay home tonight, sir. The stars don't align." Or so the legend goes, embroidered over time. Coincidence 6. A. Kennedy warns Lincoln against that fateful outing to Ford's Theater. Partial truth, sure, Kennedy was no secretary, but a White House functionary whose name lingers like a ghost note. Flip the clock to November 1963. In the Oval Office, amid stacks of briefing papers on Vietnam, Evelyn Lincoln, JFK's devoted secretary, a petite guardian with sharp intuition, tugs at his sleeve. Jack Dallas feels wrong. The crowds, they're electric but brittle. Her words, drawn from her own memoirs, hang in the air like smoke. Coincidence 7. Kennedy's secretary, surnamed Lincoln, echoes the plea. To warnings, to ignored instincts, from names that swap places across the century. Chilling, isn't it? What unseen hand penned these premonitions? And the assassins, both hailed from the South, or at least that's the tidy tale. John Wilkes Booth, the magnetic actor with a rebel's sneer, was born in Maryland's borderlands, but bled Confederate gray, ranting against Lincoln's tyranny in smoke-filled saloons. Lee Harvey Oswald, the brooding Marine dropout from New Orleans' humid streets, defects to the USSR, then slinks back, a lone wolf nursing grudges in Dallas rooming houses. Coincidence 8. Southern-born killers, products of divided Americas. One from the old South's ashes, the other from the new frontier's fractures. Mixture of fact and fervor, but the regional rift, undeniable. Both successors, after assassination of Abraham Lincoln, Southern Democrats named Johnson, stepping from the vice presidential wings to center stage. Andrew Johnson, the blunt tailor from Tennessee's hills, born in the shadow of 1808, raw, unpolished, yet sworn in amid blood and lamplight. After JFK's assassination, Lyndon B. Johnson, a big Texan with a smooth drawl, stepped into the spotlight in 1908, taking his oath under cloudy Texas skies. Coincidences 9 and 10, succeeded by Southern Johnsons, their births a century apart, 1808 and 1908, as if the vice presidency was scripted for continuity. Good Friday, April 14th, 1865. Washington hums with victory parades. The war's end tastes like lilacs and hope. Lincoln, weary but wistful, settles into Ford's Theater with Mary at his side, the audience roaring at our American cousin. A single shot cracks the laughter. The president's head slumps, blood staining the presidential box like spilled ink. He lingers through the night, breathing his last at 7:22 a.m. Saturday, as dawn broke over a morning city. Coincidence 11. Shot on a Friday. In the head, Mary clutching his hand as chaos erupts. Eyewitness Clara Harris, seated nearby, later testified to the horror, the metallic tang of gunpowder. Booth's bootprint on the balustrade. November 22, 1963, another Friday, unseasonably crisp in Dallas. The Lincoln Continental convertible glides down Elm Street, roses tossed by cheering throngs. Jackie, radiant in pink Chanel, leans into Jack as the sun glances off his hair. Then, the rifles bark from the book depository, a headshot, fatal and final. Kennedy slumps into her lap, the pink suit forever seared scarlet. He dies within the hour at Parkland Hospital, the nation shattering like glass. Coincidence 12. Friday again. Head wound again. Wife witness to the spray. Nellie Connolly, beside them, described the thunderclap in her account, the eternal second before screams. Both Fridays, both fatal, both first ladies, forever altered. Mary descending into melancholy, Jackie into iconography. But the vehicles. Oh, the irony. Lincoln falls in Ford's Theater, a venue of velvet and vaudeville. Kennedy, in a Lincoln limousine crafted by Ford Motor Company, presidential black, top down for the adoring masses. Coincidence 13. Ford and Lincoln, brands entwined in death's choreography. Was it mere branding, or a mocking twist from the fates? Both presidents rode with their wives and friends, Lincoln with Major Rathbone and Clara, and Kennedy with Governor Connolly and Nellie. The men beside them wounded, Rathbone slashed by Booth's dagger, staggering bloodied into the night. Connolly pierced by fragments, his chest a map of bruises, surviving to whisper regrets from his hospital bed. Coincidence 14. The shared carriage of doom. Companions scarred as surrogates. Suspenseful what if those blades and bullets had veered true, would history's ink run even darker? Delve deeper into the killers, those specters who bent the arc of time. John Wilkes Booth, born May 10, 1838, not 39, mind you. Though legends stretch for symmetry, leaps from the stage, knife flashing, his three-name fame preceding him like a curse. Coincidence 15. Assassins born roughly a century apart. Booth in the antebellum haze. Oswald October 18, 1939, in the Depression's grip. Close enough to chill. The 1-year slip, a historian's quibble amid the gooseflesh. Both etched in infamy by full trios. John Wilkes Booth, the thespian turned traitor. Lee Harvey Oswald, the defector dubbed lone gunman. Coincidence 16. Known eternally by 3 names, as if middle ones anchored their madness. And the letters? John Wilkes Booth, 15, crisp and counted. Lee Harvey Oswald, 15 more, a palindromic puzzle in print. Coincidence 17. Numerical twins in nomenclature. Imagine Booth, mustache twitching under stage lights, or Oswald peering through his scope. Did they sense the echo? The flight paths invert like a dark mirror. Booth vaults from theater to shadowed alleys, cornered in a Virginia tobacco barn, flames licking as Union cavalry closes in. Shot dead at 26. No trial, just a hasty grave. Oswald bolts from the Texas School Book Depository, a warehouse of textbooks and tragedy. Ducking into the Texas theater, popcorn scent masking his sweat. Jack Ruby's pistol ends him live on TV. 2 days later, courtroom dreams dust. Coincidences 18 and 19. Theater 2 warehouse for Booth, barn, technically, but the swap sings. Warehouse 2 theater for Oswald, and both silenced, pretrial, justice, truncated. Eyewitnesses to Booth's blaze, soldier Boston Corbett, claiming divine command. Mirror the stunned cops in Oswald's arrest, badges flashing under marquee lights. Unanswered, who pulled their strings? Or were they solo symphonies of spite? One more assassin twist, whispered in Maryland's misty corners. A week before Lincoln's end, he visits the hamlet of Monroe, a quiet respite en route to forgotten forts. Kennedy, linked to Marilyn Monroe, the blonde enigma, though timelines tangle, her light dimmed in 62, not 63. Coincidence 20. Monroe echoes, places or persons, a salacious shadow or simple slip. The tabloids feasted. Historians shrug, but in the quiet hours, doesn't it nag like a half-remembered dream? The Andrew Johnsons inherit fractured thrones. Andrew, impeached yet acquitted by a thread, rebuilds a battered South, his radical reconstruction a lightning rod. Lyndon B. Johnson escalates Vietnam's quagmire, signs civil rights into law, but bows out battered in 68. Coincidence 21. Both denied their party's renomination, stepping aside as successors like Grant and Nixon rise from the rubble. Their tenures, turbulent mirrors, war, rights, recriminations. Andrew dies, 1875, 10 years post-Lincoln. LBJ, 1973, 10 after JFK. Extended echoes, if you tally the tombstones. Personal threads weave tighter. Both presidents. Masons in lore. Lincoln initiated late. Kennedy's ties familial whispers, but that's fringe. More poignant. Their Veeps, once allies, become lightning rods. Andrew clashing with radicals. LBJ, wrestling doves and hawks, and the funerals. Processions of black crepe and muffled drums. Nations halting in grief. We've traversed the ballot to the buyer, unspooling 21 threads that bind Lincoln and Kennedy in a tapestry too intricate for accident. From congressional cradles to cranial graves, civil rights crusades to secretaries' sighs, these parallels, verified in ledgers and letters, tempered by time's eraser, remind us history isn't linear. It's laced with loops. They changed America. Lincoln mending a sundered nation. Kennedy igniting a rights revolution. Yet mysteries linger, like Booth's diary, confessions, or Oswald's murky Mexico jaunts. Were these coincidences mere math, apophania's art, or hints of deeper design, cycles of leadership, curses on reformers? Could another pair await in our timeline? Presidents poised on parallel precipices. What say you, friends? Coincidence, conspiracy, or something cosmic? Drop your theories in the comments. I read every one, and the best spark our next video. If this unraveling hooked you, smash that like button, share with a fellow ponderer, and subscribe to the channel. No notifications needed, just pure, unfiltered past. Until next time, keep questioning the echoes. History's listening.